I want to thank you for inviting me and for that great ovation. As a member of Congress, it's always nice to hear more than 11% support. I've been told to speak for 2 minutes, and for an elected official, that's the equivalent of waterboarding. As you know, we're here tonight to honor several award recipients, and among them, my brother Ariel. So before I arrived tonight, I looked at some of the names of past honorees. Dr. Fred Epstein, pediatric neurosurgeon, a man dedicated to saving children's lives. Elaine Gurian, Deputy Director of the U.S. Holocaust Museum, who helped open the world's eyes to the Holocaust and for it never to be forgotten. Dr. Mark Batshaw, Chief Academic Officer of Children's National Medical Center, and like Dr. Epstein, dedicated to saving children's lives. And now Ari Emanuel, a Hollywood agent. I ask you, which one of these doesn't fit? Ari's been called, he's my younger brother, I can do that, lay off. Ari's been called fearless, relentless, ruthless. That's just his family talking about him. He's a hard-driving Hollywood agent who's inspired one of the main characters on the HBO television series Entourage. Truth is, when that show first started, I hadn't seen it. About 6, 7 episodes. I was traveling around the country, checked into a hotel around 1 in the morning, flipping around the channels, finally caught it. Watched it, for my basic radiation therapy, watched some TV before I went out to sleep. So I called Ari the next morning. I said, "Hey, Ari, I finally saw Entourage." She goes, "What'd you think?" I said, "Hey, I like that guy more than I like you." Some of you, because of that show, feel like you know Ari. Because it's based on the character of Ari Emanuel, you think you know my brother. Let me tell you about the Ari Emanuel I know. Where others see fierceness, I see loyalty. Where others see intensity, I see passion. We used to always move, when we were growing up, would go every summer to Israel, where my father is from. And I would get very dark. The summer of '67, we'd gone to Israel 2 days after the Six-Day War and come back, and we had moved from Chicago to the suburbs. Some kids took away my bike, saying black kids could not ride in the neighborhood. Ari grabbed the kid off that bike, and I hope it's okay to say this in this room, but beat the crap out of him. Not because he took my bike, it wasn't that good of a bike, and not because I was his brother, but because of what he said about black people. So it was no accident when Ari publicly challenged Mel Gibson's statements about Jews. Anyone who knows Ari's knows he'd be the only voice in Hollywood who would speak up. For our parents who are, thank you. For our parents who are here, and for my brother Zeke and I, there's a sweet irony in watching the kid who struggled with reading find a successful career in nurturing the talents of others who write for a living. The hyperactive kid who struggled to focus now runs a major Hollywood agency and a manager of artistic talent. A successful leader who constantly provides success for others. So tonight, I'm confident in predicting Ari will be rendered speechless, not only because all the Hollywood writers are on strike, but because he is truly moved by this honor, and with a good deal of admiration and a great deal of pride, my brother Ari.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be a roast, so like the rest of the honorees, I'm completely overwhelmed by the school, by this evening. So I've never been honored by anything before. So when my brother Rahm called me, I thought he was immediately horse trading me for some vote in the House. Because no one's ever asked me to be honored for anything. But when it turned out to be legit, I was kind of shocked, which led to my next problem. Because as a dyslexic, I feared the dread of having to read in public, like the rest of us. I went into a panic. I not only had to write something, but I had to read something, which I guess was all the more reason for me to accept this invitation, sweaty palms and all. I'm here for a couple reasons. First, I think like the rest of us, I'm here to say thanks to my mom and dad. Because without them, there's no chance I would have read it. Lord knows it wasn't easy for them. And for all of you who have dyslexic kids, I know how hard it is at times. My mom was in the principal's office, I'd say about every week. All you have to do is just hang in there. My mom put up with all the teachers telling her that I'd never graduate high school, let alone college. And my parents persevered. Now I read scripts for people like Marty Scorsese, Larry David, Conan O'Brien, Aaron Sorkin. I always say, who would have thunk that? Well, definitely not those teachers. I'm also here to encourage the students. I have 3 kids, Noah, Ezra, and Leo, sitting at my table. My 2 eldest are dyslexic. I wanted them to know that they weren't alone and that they should look around, that they can overcome any problem that confronts them. And I'm here because I believe the 2 most important things we can give our children are unconditional love and a great education. My kids are fortunate. We can afford the best education possible to overcome this problem, this issue, this life experience that they have. For those who are less fortunate, I was raised that we all have to help. We've all known a large percent of those kids that don't get help turn off to life, and that is a true waste. People with this issue, once they get through it, as you can see, often have a great creative ability and a drive and an energy. This creative ability, this innate ability, whatever you define it as, enables them to overcome many obstacles. And this struggle that they endure actually provides them with insight to find inventive solutions to life and in business that others, when they're in those situations, probably never find. So thanks again for this great honor. I really appreciate it. I feel bad for any of you who haven't helped my brother Rahm. I know this personally. He doesn't take rejection very, very well, so please help. We can raise money now. It's another event. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.